Hey guys, the harvesting update just went live and I made a video for it. I will put it as a link in this video so you can see what I'm talking about if you haven't seen it yet. But essentially, it makes it so that when you're harvesting crops is when your yield boosts will apply, not when you're actually planting it. And a few weeks ago, I made a video about how to make the most out of your crop machine. And essentially the tip was to put a bunch of your crops in the crop machine on the day of the bountiful harvest to get the most out of it. Because if you put them in on the day of the bountiful harvest, they would all be boosted by the bountiful harvest. But that's changed now with this new update. And now instead of putting them in on the day of the bountiful harvest, you'll want to put them on the days leading up to the bountiful harvest. So the update just went live and there will probably be a bountiful harvest sometime next week. So bountiful harvest can be in summer and spring. So spring is next week. So one of these days, Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday, will probably have a bountiful harvest. And if I put crops into the crop machine right now, and then wait until the bountiful harvest to harvest them, they'll be boosted by the bountiful harvest. So I think this is actually a good change because how it used to work was, let's say Tuesday was bountiful harvest. I would have a bunch of crops here ready to plant, but I would only have like the maximum amount of potatoes, sunflowers, and pumpkins. So that's only 3 out of the slots here. And so what I would have to do is I would have to keep restocking the shop to get the maximum amount of seeds possible and then put them in the crop machine. But with this new update, what I can do is I can start putting them in the crop machine right now and then just like let them sit there until the bountiful harvest happens and then harvest them all at once. So it's actually better because you can do it over the course of a week or two, depending on how long it is until the next bountiful harvest, and then harvest everything. And you don't have to spend a bunch of gems in one day to get the most out of the bountiful harvest. So I have a full stack of pumpkin seeds here, and I'm actually going to add these now. And I can just leave them in here until the bountiful harvest happens sometime next week. So they're going to start growing and it's going to take them a while to grow, but sometime next week will be at the bountiful harvest and I'll just harvest them on that day. And I'll get the +1 or +2 because I have the Spring Guardian here. And I'll get the most out of that. I don't have to worry about restocking a bunch on the day of the bountiful harvest to get the most of it. I can just put them in there and just not harvest it for a week. And then when the bountiful harvest comes around, I'll be able to harvest it. It's actually not a nerf. In my opinion, it's actually a buff to the interaction with the crop machine and bountiful harvest because you don't have to spend a bunch of gems in one day. You would just spend gems how you would normally restock your shop. That's basically it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and have a good day, guys. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet. It would help me out a lot. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Have a good day, guys. And I also want to say thank you to all the members of the channel. The current members of the channel are Raichu, Thedra, and Deucefold. Thank you very much for your support.